In the top right side, there he is, the Red Terran. He has arrived. He is the teamless boy himself, BYUN. Bottom right side, his opponent. In the blue, the Zerg. ARMANI from Africa Freaks. From ZVP straight into the ZVT matchup. And then afterwards, of course, we will still have that best of 7 as well. Between either BYUN and, sorry, not ARMANI, but Ragnarok, or ARMANI and Ragnarok. Starting off with a spawning pool first, it is ARMANI. Delaying that hatchery slightly. I mean, the spawning pool first. Gaining a bit more traction against BYUN, because BYUN, he is known for skipping that Reaper. And this time around, not skipping that Reaper. Nor is he skipping the scouting then, either, with this. Could be quite good for him. He's not sending in an SCV though, so there is certainly a bit less information being gathered here for the Terran player than you would normally see. Oh, the vocal cords there, giving in on themselves, collapsing. Suddenly a certain bit of stress coming out, I suppose. Factory in the barracks. We'd assume we'll see the reactor, but no, actually. There we go. Yes? Yes, okay. That's the first couple of Zerglings. Have to lift up those supply depots. SCV gonna try to make a run for it. Oh, look at that. Just keeps on building. He's like, no, sir. I suppose if you do allow me to do this, I will try my best to make that happen. He's pulling the SCVs now as well. He wants to try and get himself this command center. Does not want it to be cancelled at all. Losing one SCV so far. Just losing the Marine barely as well. But he keeps the CC alive, and he immediately throws down a third CC here. So feeling comfortable with the situation, I would assume. Regaining entry towards the Zerg base now with that Reaper. Gonna have a bit of a rescout to see indeed whether or not ARMANI's thrown down a Roach Warren or something like this. A big cluster of links is being constructed. Anything of the sorts, right? Will be some good intel for him to gather. Seeing the third base, also a good thing, of course. There we go. Third base is building at around the same time, which is always a good thing for the Terran. But yeah, that was a very good hold there for BYUN, of course. Losing less units overall, less mineral value there being destroyed by his opponent, and yeah, keeping that command center alive. I was kind of feeling hesitant about that, whether or not that would be the case. Definitely did manage to do so. Two Hellions and a Reaper. The Overlord's hunting Viking in the sky. As we have a grand total of 8 of the Hellions. He's remaking the reactor right now. Interesting. Probably for the starport, I'd imagine. 2 engineering base. Yeah, just full on opening up the greed gates. Could be Widow Mines as well, of course. I mean, he did see that there's mostly just Zerglings around. Just the Hyens here. Getting actually 9 kills. Was that really 9 kills? That is crazy. I did not imagine that being 9 kills. I missed something else. I think no, it's still sitting there as well. Just chilling. Alright, 9 kills being gotten there by those Hellions. Going up in flames rather quickly. There you are. More of them getting shot down immediately afterwards. Yeah, 6 more kills right there. Very well done. BYUN just finding these mineral lines here. At the third, being open continuously. ARMANI trying to recuperate, replenish those forces. Building just mainly drones right now. But yeah, does need to keep this in check though. Right, maybe having the queens a little bit further forwards. The way you deal with this type of alien aggression, right? Why we don't see usually Terrans just kind of running in here is because you have overlords a little bit further out across, you know, on the edge of the creep. So they will see those aliens coming in a bit sooner. Now, of course, BYUN being BYUN, I'm not sure if that Viking really made his route around that area as well, but it does become a bit more precarious for the Zerg to have his overlords a bit further forwards, right? You don't just want to lose the overlords, so it's an interesting play here from BYUN going for the Viking and then the Hellions. We see this sometimes, right? It's not BYUN exclusive, something like this, but still pretty cool to see. Double medevac drop with the Marines coming in towards the main base of ARMANI, or no, never mind, scratch that. Setting up shop outside of the 4th. It's going to stim on forward. No bailing speed just quite yet, so this could be quite a bit of target fire. It's not target firing the bailings whatsoever yet, though. It's just trying to keep the Zerglings at bay. Get rid of the Zergling numbers. And then he can just endlessly, I suppose, micro against the bailings as well. As long as he does not get surrounded by the Zerglings. And, you know, I'm doing alright there. Taking a good trade once again. Winning out positively, but losing all the Hellions on the right side at the same time. Swimming in, Widow Mine could get a reasonable hit here onto the couple of banelings. Only 2 of them there in the end. One more, actually 2 more Widow Mines coming a bit closer. Not finding that same success. Retargeting onto the queens, trying to get closer proximity to the Zerglings and the banelings there. Rotating around on the right side. I think BYUN may already be doing this, guys. Army supply is not really looking favorable here for ARMANI. ARMANI had to replenish his drone count a bit too many times, and now he's just struggling. This is with him going for Ling and banelings. The baneling speed, I suppose, was a little bit late overall, but still, I was not expecting this to go this heavily into the favor of BYUN this quickly. Now trading out more favorably again here. Banelings not finding too much success. Empty medevac does get sniped off. Look at that. Look at that trade efficiency here. Absolutely mental. Already doubling the units lost count here for ARMANI. After, what, 9 minutes? 9 minutes and, well, 50 seconds right now, but crazy. Crazy stuff. Banelings here, gets a couple. Let some other explode onto the lone Marines there as well. As the double-pronged attack moves in. Making a nice little highway of Widow Mines here. Getting them spread out nilly-willy. Everywhere where he wants to. unusually quiet all of a sudden here for BYUN. There we go. Moves in again on the left side. I was like, is he not microing his army? Is Micro Jackson actually not microing here? I guess he's trying to aim to get a bit more economy behind this as well. Really solidify his lead. Sometimes that's one of the weaknesses of BYUN, of course. He's kind of focusing a bit too much on the attack and then all of a sudden realizing, wait a moment, I'm still on 3 bases. I just lost my army and now I don't have much to fall back onto. Really not the case here. GG is called. BYUN takes game number 1. Okay. Alright. That was the smooth victory there from the smooth criminal himself. The smooth microing machine. Gonna go into game number 2, of course. Light Shade. Wondering if BYUN and ARMANI are gonna have a little bit more of an actual battle this time around. So you have to wonder also how to really stop that type of aggression, right? Would it be better to go perhaps for the roaches because of this type of assault, right? BYUN so incredibly good with his micro. Will trade favorably, unless if you just have creep spread everywhere. Do you focus more on creep spread on the early game? Like, what are the things that ARMANI can really do to adjust his play here, right? That's kind of the questions you have to wonder at this moment in time. Could try to do something completely different as well, of course. Just go for the quicker Mutalisk. Shut down the Medivacs that way. It's a lot harder for BYUN to actually be able to keep that aggression going for an extended period of time. Anyway, let's see together. Let's find out. 1 point on the board here for the red Terran player. Sending out an SCV. Sending out a second. He is the teamless Terran, BYUN. Where are we off to? Only 2 racks so far. Sometimes this man does still like to go for the Reaper assault, of course. In the top left side, the blue Zerg fighting for the Afrika Freaks. He is ARMANI. Kind of getting bullied there. That first round. Kind of getting his hair dipped in the glue or the paint. The finger paint bottle. There is the 3rd barracks making SCV on the way here. No gas guys is being taken, so this is just a fully committed triple Rex assault. BYUN hoping to catch up on time here after that first series going the long haul. Overlord's not the most fortunate pathway for him. Suppose you could make the barracks over here as well, but it's just on the pathway of an Overlord, I suppose, right? The regular pathway, at least. I like the position of these barracks as well. Right, allows the Marines to gain quick access. It's hard for the Zerg to really, if they do scout it, to get those... wait a moment, it's the spawning pool first as well. Jeez, how did I not notice this? Alright, that's a really good thing here for ARMANI. Just gonna have to get a good surround. That first Marine, very crucial that he gets that one. There we go, that's a good start. And BYUN suddenly, I mean, under a bit of pressure here. What is he gonna do? Yeah, ARMANI's like, alright, okay, so all I do is build Zerglings here? Okay, I can do that. That's alright. No second base? Okay, that's a good sign for me. Making even a Spine Crawler. That's not going to be too much. Great target fire there from our Micro Jackson. Once again, look at him go. Oh, it's stellar, isn't it? I think he only lost a single Marine there. Yeah, only a single Marine going down. More and more Marines are marching in. When the Marines are marching in. Okay, well, I don't think they'll be able to break open the front door, but they may still be able to force out more links, get positive trading going. And that may just be all they need to do, right? Really would like to get that Spine Crawler here, but Yeah, it's no longer a fight he can afford to take. The Zerglings can just stay backwards here. No need to really poke the bear with anything but a spine crawler. Oh, Marines come forward. The Zerglings not attentive to the situation. Will get punished losing that spine crawler right now. And all of a sudden, the front door is a bit more open again for those Marines to take the initiative into their own hands. They are still trading out positively, but the speed upgrade for the Zerglings has been finished up. So that's going to change this equation quite heavily as well. The Marines need to do a lot more micro here. Great target fire there once again by BYUN, ensuring that he has a way out of the situation. And trading as best as he can, I suppose. Trying to get the Marines back home now in order to defend the wall against the Zerglings. 3 Marines here for make that well. Okay, back to 3. Anyway, yeah, that's it. GG is called. BYUN loses game number 2 here. ARMANI a bit fortunate there with the spawning pool first. Build order win. You know what? It's still a win. Still a way to get yourself that victory. You know what? I'm quite happy that that happens, actually. That means we may not see BYUN try out the triple Rex again here, right? Would make more sense to just kind of get into the bit of a longer game, but if ARMANI is consistently doing those spawning pool first, doesn't make much sense to try out getting yourself the proxy Rex going, right? Doesn't quite make sense. No. Alright, anyway. Game number 3 on Oxide. Remember, BYUN did say that map number 5 would be forfeit. I'm not sure how literal that was, or if that was just a little silly joke he made. But I don't think he's looking forward to playing Romanticide. So, would be in his best interest to try and finish this series off within the first initial 4 maps. Romanticide, of course, the bigger map overall in what we still have available. To be fair, though, if there was a certain advantage here for ARMANI on the bigger map, then surely he would have picked it as well, right? Strange. Strange. Anyway, well, here we go. Wow. He's doing it again, guys. He's marching across. It's only a single SCV this time around, so a bit less dedicated, but anyway, let's introduce the Team Listerin in the red. BYUN. Top right side, the blue Zerg. Fighting for the Afrika Freaks. He is ARMANI. Second SCV also coming in. ARMANI did not go for the spawning pool first this time, so BYUN making the right call. Overlord not seeing the SCV here. SCV even changing its movement there, not trying to stay hidden for as long as possible. Gas guys are also on the field. So it could be the Reaper strategy here. Is that lining up correctly? Yes, it is, right? We will have 50 gas as soon as this finishes up, yeah. I would assume it's Reapers. Double proxy Reaper. Oh, second gas. What could be the follow-up here? Maybe factory at home. He didn't make a wall of, which is interesting as well, right? Did not go for the supply depot here. Maybe he was just a little bit late sending the SCV over, and he just wanted it to be created as quickly as possible. That happens sometimes. Okay. Triple Rex Reaper. The man is doing it. The crazy man himself. There we go. There's that first Reaper. The Queen's nowhere near done just quite yet. Oh, trying to make a spine crawler here, but not quite finding the success there. There we go. 1 kill already taken place. This first Reaper already making a mess of things. That's the Zerglings. Another drone could be picked off here. Should be picked off here. Is he gonna... Okay, this is gonna try to micro his heart out against these Zerglings for the time being. Doing a good job. There we go. There's another Reaper right now available as well. There's the first initial Queen. Cannot afford to lose that Reaper. Oh, it does go down. Not what you'd like to see. Falling down a cliff as well. That is that for sure. No way that's coming back up again. Starting to make those supply depot wall anyway. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one to make work. I don't know, I feel like BYUN is... it's kind of, well, not gifting this away, but... he's still trying, right? But maybe just trying to have the shorter games take place here. It's not really working out, though. Quite heavily being punished for his attempt to get the games to be short. More than enough queens. Together with the Zerglings now, who do have speed upgrade as well. Moving across the fields, there's no wall off available. That's still a little bit off. The Reapers, I think the Reapers realize that this is a good opportunity for the Zerglings actually as well. So they are moving backwards. That wall still not completed. I think we may just have a GG right here, right now, guys. That is just a very, very rough spot for BYUN to come back from. It's gonna get all the Zerglings. Only lost 2 workers. That's good. Okay. 3, of course. Of course he loses another one. He's still making 3 Reapers at a time. Is there still a way? Is there still a way? I don't know. Spire already in construction as well. Sorry, the Spire. I meant the lair attack on the way. I was just assuming we're going to get a quicker Spire here. Oh, just kind of not microing the Reapers there for a moment. We'll be able to get rid of all the Zerglings though, but going to take a lot of damage from these Queens as well. Just barely not having enough Reapers, I think. With the reinforcing Zerglings here coming in as well. I mean, he does get the all the Queens. That's good. Okay, now... does he have what he needs to take out a lot of drones here as well? That's the next question. Nope. He does not. No, he does not. More Reapers are available. Getting some Hellions out and about is also... but perhaps going to be able to get something to work there. Oh, the grand escape here for the Reapers. Up on top of the Reaper cliff. Now there's Queens again. This feels like the same feeling I get when I'm watching somebody try and make a house of cards and it just keeps falling down over and over again in a way. You know, and then sometimes they kind of start getting something and then very quickly it falls down again. Just as they, you know, start getting anything, really. That spy attack is actually going to be the thing over here in the natural base, so... I imagined that it would be, but didn't, of course, have to be. Could have been something else entirely. Could also been a Nidus attempt, something like this. Get a bunch of Queens and Zerglings into the main base of BYUN. Very likely to just kill them off. But I suppose 7 Mutalisk, very likely to do some game-ending damage here as well. How many Mutties? They are 4, 3 more on the way. Oh, 1 Widow Mine. You know what? That helps. That definitely does help. It's going to need to do a bit more than that, though. Another Widow Mine. Ooh, does not get that connection. The 2 Vikings here microing absolutely the best they can. Don't often see the Vikings do well against Mutalisk, but they are definitely making something work. Only 5 workers have gone down so far, and considering that I thought this was just going to be a game-ending move here from ARMANI, that is very impressive from BYUN. Managing to hold on here. If he loses this game, after all, we will be guaranteed a map on the Romanticide if BYUN does want to win, of course. Could also be that BYUN just was lost in translation there, right? I think that's more likely, actually. I doubt he'll forfeit on Romanticide. Must be. I'm surprised actually that ARMANI is being this aggressive. He's still struggling to find what he's looking for, right? He's got a fairly reasonably sized army right now. A lot of roaches here, transforming into ravagers. He's got himself the roach speed, and he's got himself the +1 ranged attack. Who must finish up as well. Roaches, nice concave area here. Combined with those Mutalisk, of course. Maybe able to make something happen, let's see. And, well, actually, BYUN just jumping on top of this. Right now, the Widowmines, how do they connect? Not the best. This is starting to become a bit troublesome here for the Red Terran player. Having to move all the way back home. Not that much there either. The Vikings need to start shooting down those Mutalisks. There we go, that's a good start. No bunkers here available either. A lot of those units are kind of low on the HP, so maybe some good target fire will be able to make this a manageable situation. But it's rough. Yeah, GG is called. ARMANI takes game number 3. As that probably should have gone, right? I think the Mutalisk attack there definitely still a bit of a gamble. Could have thrown his advantage away, but didn't. So good stuff. Good stuff. Sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted. Need to get myself a charger into the PC, but there's just never enough USB ports in any PC, is there? Never quite enough. Anyway. ARMANI doing okay this series. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. But to be fair as well, I mean, twice of these were also kind of BYUN. You know, the 2 games that ARMANI did win. Proxy 3 racks. And he did a proxy 3 racks versus a spawning pool first. And he did a proxy 3 racks with the Reapers. It started losing Reapers rather early on, so that is not the best way to make a series happen. Better than earlier today. I mean, we'll still have to see that. That game number 1 didn't look like ARMANI had to do had much to do with it, right? It was just BYUN being able to slap him all over the map. What's up, Natsu? Here we go. 2 points, 1 point. You're kidding me, BYUN. You're absolutely joking. Merciless. Yeah, Teamless Terran in the red. BYUN. Bottom right side, Blue Zerg. ARMANI. Alright. Well, I mean, if he loses here, this is one of the more disappointing best of 5s I've seen in a while. That is rough position here. Where he's going to? I guess I can get rid of this one. Not being scouted just quite yet. Spawning pool on the way. Alright. So far, I'd say, you know, looking okay. Manageable. I think it's just always better to go for the Marines over the Reapers here. That's the first Marina. Bunker gets dropped. Couple of drones already kind of being pulled here. Now the drone pull, I believe that is not what you want to do against the 3 Rex. Just a bit too many Marines coming in, and that's going to be too easy for the Marines then to get that fight going. Oh, needs to be careful though. Okay, nice dodge on the movement there for the drones. Was able to kind of trick him away out of that location. Another SCV getting on top of that bunker. Wants to get this completed. Not really finding the opportunity just quite yet. There we go. Another attempt. I think that will finish. And the bunker finishing up here. It's quite a problematic situation. Getting another bunker behind this as well. This becomes a very, very difficult thing to break here for Armani. Spine crawler moving forwards. Immediately those Marines jump on the opportunity to do as much damage as possible to it. Nice bit of micro there as well. The Marines trying to get what they can. Spine crawler, you know, poking away, but that hatchery getting lower and lower. I don't think the hatchery is going to live here in this situation. Not enough Marines around. The repair on the bunker as well, making this quite difficult. There goes the spine. Just more and more Zerglings here being constructed. Okay, there he goes. He wants to keep the hatch alive and afloat. The drone's nice drilling through the Marines, but it's just too much here. GG is called. BYUN finally makes the 3 racks work. Ties up the series. 4th game. 4 games in a row where he goes triple 3 racks. That is... I don't know whether that's brave, whether that is ridiculous, or whether... I don't know what to call it anymore. That was something. That was something. It's not really the games I was expecting here, but I guess that is also what Armani is not expecting. Although, to be fair, right now, if I was Armani, I would be like, alright, what are the options? How likely is it that he's gonna go for the proxy Rex again here? How likely is that situation? I don't know. I don't know. It could be quite something. Anyway, starting off, the Terran and the Zerg. Game number 5, Romanticide. Inu is still here. Oh, sorry, BYUN is still here. Inu is also still here, of course. I read his name, immediately jumped to conclusions here. 2 completely different people. BYUN. Let's see. Will he do it again? Okay, staying in his base so far. The Teamless Terran in the red. BYUN. It's a supply depot. Okay, alright. Top left side, the blue Zerg. Fighting for the Afrika Freaks. Armani. Not seen that one in a while, have you? It's still here, guys. Still exists. The name tab. Get rid of it. It's a nice little animation, doesn't it? Look at that. Even has the StarCraft 2 little symbol here with the 2. It's quite nice. Quite nice. It like shines as well when you get rid of it. Anyway. Blast from the past. Remember when people would just keep that up there? Because we didn't have a different way to get the names. And then you had like a blue and a red little square here for the players, and then all the information here was like the gas and the minerals. A lot has changed. A lot has changed. No spawning pool first for ARMANI. Also quite brave of him, I would say. It's what I would have gone for. Although it didn't quite work out that game number 1, of course. BYUN's just kind of taking the opportunity to make a very quick third command center. Okay. Again, the triple CC here. No Reapers scouting this time around either. BYUN's just kind of sticking in his own base. He either does the triple CC or the triple Rex. I think those are the two in-betweens right now. Hellion production starts up with the starports behind it as well. Most likely will get himself that Viking, I would assume. Would like that to kind of just be the staple of BYUN here. I mean, he knows there's an Overlord here. I think, actually, yeah, maybe. Viking? Yeah, there it is. Right, cool. Cool. There's quite a couple of Overlords out and about. Could try to snipe those. Hopefully he finds them quickly, of course. Ro4. Ooh, ARMANI. Going to be the player here that is going to be a bit more aggressive. Could work out against the build that BYUN is doing, of course. BYUN does have a tech lab very close to that starport, though. If he starts making the Banshees here, that could be trouble. Okay, checking the regular pillars for the Overlords here. Not quite this one, though. That is unfortunate.
Command center upgrade complete.
Just enough Hellions to hold this off. Trying to get a scout, but not quite being able to do so. Keeping those Zerglings alive, that is the main priority, though, I would say, in this situation. Liberators here. I mean, Liberators, they can help out, but I mean, Ravagers are just so incredibly good at taking out Liberators, right? You need to be able to dodge those biles, and you just are literally incapable of doing so against the Ravagers. Alright, let's see where he wants to hold this. We'll put the Liberator in a very good position. It's difficult for ARMANI. Okay, never mind. That's the Overlord there, of course. Liberator resets up elsewhere. That is going to go down before shooting a single shot, actually. Very rough stuff over now. And behind this, we're seeing a lot more drones on that production tab. I think ARMANI may just be doing it here, guys. Already, though, even without any extra reinforcements. Yep, GG is cold. There we go. BYUN gets knocked out